Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying
inside. Hi there, gang. Welcome back to Watching Movies and Dyin Inside. Today we're going to be looking at 1996's Barb Wire, directed by David Hogan. So this movie stars Pamela Anderson. It's apparently a loose remake of Casablanca, and it's set in the far-off, distant future of 2017. I'm looking forward to see how much of it they got right. You know? So I don't know a whole lot about the movie. I know it's based on a comic book from the 90s, so I'm assuming the female outfits are revealing and impractical. But, you know, I guess we're going to get to it, and as always, hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
The old democracy is overthrown by a tyrannical new group called the Congressional Directorate.
Wow. It's so much like 2017, it's scary. So like I mentioned, Barb Wire is based on a comic book that was published by Dark Horse. And if you're wondering what Dark Horse Comics is, it's probably like the biggest comic book company you've never heard of. In addition to Barb Wire, they also put out Hellboy and Sin City and The Mask and 300 and Time Cop, Big Guy and Rusty the Boy Robot, and Duckman. And I mean, if you look at the list of their comics that have been adapted, that you probably weren't even aware were based on comics, it's pretty impressive. Again, they're still kicking, still putting out books every week. The biggest comic book company you've never heard of.
She's going to Still Harbor, the Free City.
Can you tell me why Cora Dee's going to Still Harbor?
She's meeting members of the Resistance.
It was good of them to give her that electronic bikini, cover her up a little bit in front of the crowd. I mean, sure, they're torturing her, but they're not creeps.
Sweet dreams.
Those sound effects were a little over the top.
Why don't you go change into something a little more comfortable?
How about something a little less comfortable?
I can hardly wait. Did you wash your hands?
No. I was bad.
Ew. Yeah. He was in there very quickly to put on a full outfit and use the washroom.
That was nice kicking. You really know your stuff, babe.
What did you call me? Don't call me babe.
How much?
20,000. Canadian.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that. Like, if America was being ravaged by a new government and a civil war, you know, what about the rest of the world? I guess in the world of Barb Wire, Canada's doing pretty good, you know? So, you know, yay. This is kind of like dark in a way that's trying a little too hard to be dark. Kind of violent and sexy, but also pretty silly and over the top. Like, it kind of reminds me of The Mask, except The Mask was like supposed to be kind of like an over the top cartoon kind of thing. It was, I think you're supposed to take this seriously, like the stakes of the war and the resistance and everything. Kind of an odd fit.
3, 2, 1.
You know, this is actually kind of hilarious that this is This is Casablanca. They remade Casablanca as Barb Wire. That's actually hilarious.
Barb, we have to go now! No, he'll be here!
Well, I mean, I can appreciate the fact that her hair and makeup still look good on the battlefield. This movie it's kind of interesting as, you know, a weird future dystopia set in what is now the past. It's also kind of fun as a remake of Casablanca. But, oh my goodness. What was I talking about?
Big Fatso. How's the king of the underworld?
Yeah, I think this movie's killing me. It's just fine, kind of interesting. Some of the ideas are neat. Just also really digging the idea of this being like just a remake of Casablanca, because that's kind of like bonkers.
Hey, I had to work fast. It's a gold debit card with 750,000 credit on it. As good as cash.
That wasn't part of the deal, Big Fatso.
At least he seems to have embraced the name Big Fatso. It's important to be comfortable with yourself. You know, we could all learn a lesson from Big Fatso. Oh no, they killed Big Fatso. Well, at least he died doing what he loved. Sitting in a bulldozer and eating turkey legs. Okay, so that was Barb Wire. It was okay. It did kind of get to a point where it was just very predictable. You kind of saw everything the movie had to offer, and it was just still going. I mean, it was just kind of like a average, middle-of-the-road movie that got close to really being kind of fun and weird and over the top and dystopian, but it was just like too by the numbers. That was Barb Wire.
That wasn't part of the deal, Big Fatso.